the most common form of transportation in Benin is a zemijin. It's a motorcycle taxi. Not a very powerful motorcycle either. But as missionaries, we did not take those. That was one of the mission rules, was you don't ride zemijins. They're not safe. You usually don't both get on them. Usually you would hire two, and so one companion's on one and the other companion's on the other, and now you're separated. So it was something we were told not to do. There were also taxis, car taxis, but those were harder to come by because so many people used these moto taxis. And right as I'd say I had been in field for about 6 months, the city actually set up an official bus system. And it was interesting to see how at the beginning nobody used it, and by the end of my mission, it was pretty popular. There were also unofficial buses where people would take 12-seater vans and put in extra benches, and you could cram 25 people into one of those buses, into one of those vans. And a ride like that was usually pretty cheap. So there were ways to get around if you were especially going to the mission office or going to a zone conference or something. You had ways of getting around, but it was sometimes you had to wait for a taxi car to drive by, and all the motorcycle taxis would come up. You need a ride? No, I'm good. Okay. One after another. Hey, I can give you a ride. No, it's okay. We're waiting for a real taxi. So that was sometimes frustrating waiting, but overall there wasn't a problem.